My dear sweet Islam brothers and viewers of social media, let's recite salutations upon the beloved and blessed Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Rasulullah wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habiballah. As-salatu was-salamu alayka ya Nabiyallah وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا نور الله. Excellence of reciting salutations. When a believing Muslim recites 313 times Durood Pak, he will be with those who recite Durood and Salam abundantly. We are still in the month of Sha'ban. Inshallah, try to recite countless number of Durood and present it to the beloved Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam by making sincere intention and making a supplication. Now the shortest Durood Pak is Sallallahu Ala Muhammad in the chapter of Durood. So you can obtain this inshaAllah in the Madani Pan Surah. Sallu ala al-Habib Sallallahu Ta'ala Ala Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. My dear Islam brothers, inshaAllah, some adab of the masjid we will discuss, and inshaAllah the masjids are being created for worship. And how should how should our salah be performed? Another important question. That's the reason, inshallah. First of all, mobile phones is a big issue. Whenever we enter the masjid, we have music ringing tones on our phone, and it's not permissible to have any music on our phone. This is why we advise yourselves, inshallah, to change that ringing tone into a normal bleep bleep, so that it doesn't distract anybody. And remember, when you distract anybody in salah, if your phone does ring the attention of the performer of that salah, that person, instead of doing beseech, he will focus on that phone that has gone off. So be careful. If this has happened to you, then you need to make a supplication in the court of Allah for forgiveness and try to perform some sadaqah. Now we come across some individuals who actually point their feet in all four walls of the masjid. Remember, the masjid's walls are sacred, as haram is very sacred as well, mashallah. So it's important that you fold your legs. And whenever you recite in Quran or any salah, try to be at the front row. Because sometimes when we're reading our sunnahs, and we've got many spaces at the front row, but we seem to perform our salah right at the back. And this is another major issue that we have, that crossing people when it's performing salah. And we have to refrain from this as well. Now, even though we've got boards, we've got the sutra in place, but some people don't realize they actually block the passage for people to exit the masjid. So another piece of advice is, whenever you're performing sunnah and nafal, do perform them in the front row, so which allows people to come in and exit easily. Sallu ala al-Habib Sallallahu Ta'ala Ala Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. I'm going to mention something regarding bowing and prostrate properly, which is a topic, and this is in the book Keys to Paradise, Reward for Offering Salah. Sayyidina Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu has narrated that the beloved and blessed Prophet Sallallahu Ta'ala Alaihi Wasallam has stated, a person continues to offer salah for 60 years, but none of his salah are accepted in the divine court, because he does not bow and prostrate completely. Allah Hazrat Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi has stated that people prostrate in salah in such a way that only the tips of their toes touch the ground, whereas it has been commanded that the underneath of the toes must be firmly placed on the ground. It is obligatory, meaning fard, for the underneath of the one toe to be firmly placed onto the ground, and it is wajib for the underneath of most toes, e.g., 3 toes at least, of each foot to be firmly placed on the ground. So you might come across some individuals when they're performing salah, either the feet positioning is not even touching the ground, never mind the tips, but some people are just putting the tips. But remember, it's fard to at least put 1 toe towards the Qibla, but 3 if possible. Now for those who have not practiced it, then it may become difficult for them, because this should be done at a young age or whenever you've learned to perform salah. So moving forward, my dear Islam brothers. So, and it is sunnah for that underneath of all 10 toes should be firmly placed on the ground, and toes should be towards the direction of Qibla. People touch only the tips of the nose to the ground in prostration, where it is commanded that the hard part of the bone must be firmly placed on the ground. It is normally seen that people raise their head only slightly from ruku before moving downwards or to perform prostration, and they only raise the head slightly from the first prostration before performing the second, despite the fact that the standing completely straight after ruku and sitting up straight between the two prostrations for as long as Subhanallah is uttered, meaning recited at least once, is necessary. If someone offers salah in the above incorrect manner for 60 years, it will not be accepted. A person came to the blessed masjid of the Holy Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, offered salah very quickly and hastily. After he finished salah, he came to the court of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and said salam. The beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Wa alayka salam, irji' fasalli fa innaka lam tusalli." I.e., and salam be upon you, go back and offer it again, because you have not offered salah. The person offered salah again. Like before, the same advice was given. At the end, the person requested, by the one who has sent your eminence sallallahu alaihi wasallam with the truth, I only know how to offer in this way, which I've just performed. Please tell me how I should offer it. He sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, perform ruku and prostration calmly, and stand up straight from ruku and sit up straight between the two prostrations. So my dear Islam brothers, something to contemplate regarding salah. Sometimes we are more observant when we're outside. We're following the rules of the signs of the roads. We know what no entry is. We get to learn worldly things very quickly. But when it comes to salah, we don't want to learn the correct method. So we don't want to be amongst those who have performed salah for 60 years. And when you start pondering over your death and you're thinking, look, I'm going to die one day, and then you start doing your fikr, then what's going to happen to all them salahs that you performed incorrectly? So once you've learnt it after when you are 60 and then you go back, then you're going to have to repeat all them salahs that you performed. So why not take this laziness away? Why not come to, inshallah, travel on the Madani Qafla, at least for 3 days, educate yourself, and inshallah Azza wa Jal, this way you'll be able to rectify your salah and your wudu and ablution as well. May Allah Azza wa Jal give us ability to act upon what has been heard and to do the fikr of the akhirah. We see many janazis that are taking place. Young people are dying as well. When are we going to wake up, my dear Islam brothers and viewers of social media? Something to think about. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Mursaleen. Jazallahu anna Muhammadan ma huwa ahluh. O Allah Almighty, accept this short dars in your court. Give us ability to perform our salah correctly accordance to the teachings of our beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Also give us the ability to do adab masjid, to respect the masjid, to follow the rules and regulations of the respect and adab of the masjid, and give us ability to speak up, to stop what is sin, and to rectify others and to guide them to the path of deen. O Allah Almighty, bless our Muslims around the globe who are being oppressed. Ya Allah, remove the oppression, guide the enemies of Islam. If there's no guidance for them, disgrace them. Ya Allah, guide our leaders. Ya Allah, back to Islam. If there's no guidance for them, remove their positions. O Allah Almighty, bless Pakistan from all directions from the enemies of Islam. And Ya Allah, give us unity and give us ability to prepare for our death, to prepare for akhirah. And Ya Allah, if we have made any mistakes in our salah, give us ability to compensate, to make tawbah.